Hey guys, welcome to my channel! This is a Twin Flames reading.
Messages from Divine Masculine! Ah,
Aww.
ma, ma,
Ooh.
ah, ah, ah. Mwaha. What do you think about that, Jack?
I think you're annoying. I think you are very annoying, Divine Masculine. Maybe not. Maybe Divine Masculine is awesome if you're like my Divine Masculine. So let me tell you, my Divine Masculine is actually pretty awesome. And, as I often like to point out, not very masculine, actually. My so called Divine Masculine, not very masculine at all. Why is that? It's because my twin flame is a woman, and you all still refer to the other, right, as Divine Masculine. And then you, the person who realized the connection and did the chasing initially, after the initial breakup, as the so-called divine feminine, right? But is that really what's going on? Am I divine feminine? I mean, I don't look very feminine, do I? Right? I don't know. Not really. And my twin flame definitely does not look masculine. As a matter of fact, she always has her nails all done all perfect and, pretty eyelashes all perfect, cute, freckles, girly. Not very masculine at all. So what's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that? How come it's divine masculine, divine feminine? I'll tell you why. I call it the old school spiritual template. It's the old school spiritual template, right? So, in an early attempt to explain how the universe works and what God is, quote unquote, God, right? Like, what is that? Where did it come from? Where did life come from? Where did we come from? People, thousands of years ago, were trying to explain the fundamental laws of existence itself. And the most fundamental of all of these laws is the difference between what is called singularity and duality, which actually, if you look at modern physics, starting with Albert Einstein and Niels Bohr, in the early 20th century, when they really started to figure the basic fundamental principles of how our universe functions, figure that out, you would even get words like that: duality, singularity, right? Einstein called it relativity, opposites, things being relative to one another, duality, right? Now, in the early days, right, like thousands of years ago, when they were trying to explain these things, some spiritual teacher came along, somebody, and they said, yeah, you got opposites, you got duality. And people were like, what? What are you talking about? This is like 10,000 years ago or whatever. And the people were like, we just don't understand, right? We just don't understand what you mean duality. What's that? And the teacher said, oh, okay, well, okay, it's like man, woman, or it's like light, dark. And you would see also other words used, like in the Bible, for example, they would use the words, I am the Alpha and the Omega, right? Or in Eastern religious circles, it was yin, yang. So light, dark. And then other times they would say, think of it like man, woman. And people just kind of took that and they ran with it, right? man, woman. Oh, that must mean that there's a divine masculine and a divine feminine. Well, no. It's not based on gender. I'm just using that as an example to explain duality to you. Gender is what happens when you're born here, right? Gender is what happens when you're born here. Now, twin flames, you've got, everybody knows it's one soul that was split into two, and that there's a polarization. And so people go, oh, that must mean it's divine feminine and divine masculine. And usually you have a man chasing a woman. Sometimes it's a man, did I say man chasing a woman? I don't remember. What I meant to say was, usually you have a woman chasing a man. Sometimes you have a man chasing a woman, and other times you even have a man chasing a man or a woman chasing a woman. But it's usually a woman chasing a man. Now, any of you that understand the scientific method, what happens when you have a hypothesis and you prove this hypothesis through experiment again and again and again and again and again and again, consistently, you prove this hypothesis again and again and again with experiments and observations, you've got a good hypothesis, right? It seems to be. However, one of the main components of the scientific method is to point out that when you do a new experiment and it disproves the hypothesis even one time, you've done hundreds of experiments, and every single one of those experiments proved that the hypothesis was correct. But here comes a new experiment that disproves the hypothesis even one time. And you got to take the whole hypothesis and throw it away and invent a new one. That's the scientific method. And they're right. They're right for doing it that way, because if a hypothesis is a working hypothesis, it has to be 100%. So, is twin flames based on gender? No. Just because it's usually a woman chasing a man does not mean that it's based on gender. Now, there is a conversation to be had about why that usually happens, and maybe I'll talk about that in the next card reading. What my theories are about why that is. But what it really comes down to, guys, is energy. You've got positive and negative. It's just the laws of the universe. It's physics. Positive, negative. Light, dark. More, less. Ample, small. Right? Positive, negative. It's just energy. It's like a wavelength. It's polarization, opposites. It's like a mirror image of the same soul, right? Oh, look at that. A mirror image of the same soul. How about that? How about that? So that's what's really going on. It's positive polarity and negative polarity. That's what is really going all about with twin flames, is just the laws of the universe, guys. That's all it is. So there you go. Twin Flames 101. Happy Wednesday, guys. Here we go. At the bottom of the deck, we have the moon in reverse. So someone is not being honest with themselves. Someone's not being honest. Someone's not being honest. And yeah, and this is messages from Divine Masculine, right?
I am not being honest. That's such a big surprise. Are you surprised that I'm not being honest with myself? Are you? Because I sure am. I had no idea that I wasn't being honest with myself. And who would have thought?
Yeah, okay, whatever, Divine Masculine. That's about all you do, bro. That's about all you do, ever. Ever, is you kid yourself. You kid yourself about things. Look at this. Right off the bat is the frickin' devil in reverse. Right off the bat, guys. Recent past. So, what's up with that? Divine Masculine not being honest with themselves about the attachment they have to their karmic situation. As always, Divine Masculine kidding themselves. Oh, it's going to be okay. Oh, I really like this. No, really, I am happy here. I swear. I really do enjoy this. shit situation. This codependent energy that I'm in. And it could be a job, it could be family, right? It could be something like that. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner or something like that. It just usually is, right? But you can take the messages that I give you in this reading and apply it to your situation. So maybe your twin flame just works too much or something like that. So whatever their personal situation is, that's the karmic situation. Look at this. Speaking of which, the King of Cups, but it's next to the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So this is divine masculine trying to figure out sneaky little ways to make it okay, like justify why this situation works for them. Like, I feel really good, and it must be the situation. You know how people kind of, the mind takes you in little twists and turns, and it comes up with little justifications for why I like a thing, even though it's really not good for me. You know what I mean? Like, I feel good, so it must be this situation. No, you feel good because you are changing and evolving, divine masculine, and that's good. And of course, divine masculine is changing and evolving. It's because you, divine feminine, are changing and evolving, but you are conscious of those changes. Your twin flame just kind of responds to it. Did you ever notice that about your twin flame? That's kind of how that works, guys. That's the whole polarization of energy that I was discussing at the beginning while I was drawing the cards. That's really how that works on the 3D level, right? Like, you actually are aware that there's this connection between you two, but whenever you shift energetically, you notice that there was a shift and you're fully aware, but your twin flame, they just respond to it. They don't go, oh, I get it, we're twin flames, okay, you know. I mean, maybe sometimes I've had occasionally like a student who says, oh yeah, my person is spiritual, he already knew about twin flames, and they said maybe we're twin flames. But that doesn't happen very often. Again, the scientific method, right? It's not a twin flame thing. It just so happens that your twin flame is a spiritual person and maybe thought that's what was going on here. Almost all of my students, for example, their twin flame is a lawyer or a truck driver or a construction worker or something like that. And they've got no idea what's going on. That's usually what happens. Like my twin flame, I've told her all about it and she goes, yeah, I don't know, babe. But that still doesn't stop her. Every time I have some big breakthrough, she's right there knocking on my door all the time. It's like all the time. Look at this, guys. Speaking of which, how has divine masculine been feeling towards you? I don't want to let go. Six of Swords in reverse, next to the Hierophant in reverse. I don't want to let go. They have this deep down knowing. This is what I was just talking about. That's why I spent so much time talking about it. They have this deep down knowing of that there is something deeper between you two, but they don't talk about it a lot. So again, if your twin flame happens to be somebody who is a spiritual person, okay, that's one thing. They might say things like that, but most people, you know, that's just their life story. You know, they would maybe say something like that anyway because they're already a spiritual person. But almost all so-called divine masculines out there, they don't know, guys. They don't have a clue that anything's going on, but they respond to it, right? Like when you detach from them, you feel it energetically, but they show up. They start blowing up your phone. They start wanting to talk to you again. They don't have any idea that there's this connection between you two. That's almost always the way it is. And that's kind of what's been going on with them. Look at this, guys. Still resisting the changes. But here's the thing. This death card comes out in reverse, yeah, but it's at the center of the reading. And this has been a theme for a while, guys, with divine masculine. Here's the thing. No matter how much they resist the changes, they are taking place. And it's kind of like the universe is dragging them, kicking and screaming all the way down the road through all of these changes. The changes are taking place, whether they like it or not, divine masculine. The changes are taking place whether they like it or not, whether they're honest with themselves about it or not. These energetic changes are still taking place. So hallelujah. There's no amount of resisting that divine masculine could dispense that's ever going to change the changes. We're moving forward, whether you resist or not, divine masculine. It's just going to be more painful for you if you resist. And that's kind of what I see going on. Look, right off the bat, 2 of Pentacles in reverse, 3 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, exactly. So that's right now with regard to divine masculine's so-called karmic situation. And that's exactly what I was just talking about. Of course it's not working out. Of course it's falling apart. For those of you that are in communication with your twin flame, isn't it kind of funny how they show up and they act like everything is all okie doke at home, right? It's not. And you know it's not. Why are you still talking to me? Why do you still want to sleep with me? Why? If they're not talking to you, they're stalking you on social media, you're getting likes from fake profiles, they're driving past your house. You think they're ghosting you. Think about it for a second. Anybody can look at your profile on social media. Anybody can create a fake profile and watch you. So what do you think's going on with that? What do you think's going on with that? They know they're not happy with their situation, but they're going to put up a front anyway. But that's not even a divine masculine thing. That's just a human thing. That's just something that everybody does. Think about like social media. Everybody's all, oh yeah, look at how great my life is. No, it's not. You know, all the people that like airbrush their photos and they use all the Snapchat filters, and you know how people do all that kind of crap. You're not stupid. Everybody does it. And your divine masculine's no exception. Now with you on the other hand, the Chariot and the 2 of Wands in reverse. So divine masculine, one more time, we are moving forward. Of course they're watching you, stalking you, looking at your profile, stalking you on social media, driving past your house, whether you know it or not, or they keep talking to you. They keep reaching out. They want to meet again. Why? If everything is so great at home, what do you need me for? But they're resisting. They're resisting. What is with this energy? What is with this energy? Why does this 2 of Wands come out in reverse? It's because this change is moving forward, whether they like it or not. That's the Chariot. This is them saying, I don't like it. I'm resisting it. Well, that's too bad, divine masculine, because no matter what your ego is doing, kicking and screaming, divine masculine, we're going to move this shit forward, whether you like it or not. And there's no way they can resist it, divine feminine, because you're doing the work. You're doing the work. And it's easy. Those of you that are really seeing the effects of this, like what I'm talking about, you understand what I mean when I say it's easy. Because the thing is, it's being, not doing, right? You and your twin flame are the same soul. This is about being, not doing. The soul is being. The mind is doing. And with your twin flame, it's all about the soul only. You guys are the same soul, so it's all being. The thing with being is you literally don't have to do anything. You just let what is be. And that's when they show up. It's crazy because you literally don't have to do a thing. And in fact, the less you do about your twin flame, the more likely they are to start showing up in your life. It really does work that way, guys. I know that sounds strange, but that really is the way this works. But that explains so much about our world, because everybody in our world approaches everything through doing, don't they? Don't they? But all the spiritual masters out there, what have they been trying to tell us for thousands of years? Focus on being first, and then the doing just comes naturally. But that's why our world is such a mess, because everybody focuses on doing instead of being. It's all do all the time. And nobody even realizes that there is another way. Nobody even realizes that there is another way. And this is the kind of thing that I want to talk with you about. If you're new to my channel, I got some good news for you. You're in the right place. This channel is different than all the other twin flame channels. I promise. I promise. You guys, I've coached over 1,500 people myself personally. I have students that are married to their twin flame, with their twin flame. You can go read their testimonials if you want to check it out for yourself. Just go to my website. There's a link in the description box below if you want to go read those testimonials. I've coached so many people, guys. My high success rate is easy to figure out. Go watch my free content. You can go to the main page of this channel, New World All-Star. Go to the playlists menu and look for the playlist called How to Get Your Twin Flame. You're going to watch just 5 or 6 of those videos and you're going to go, fuck, this guy's different. And he's making so much sense. Yeah, that's right, because my approach is totally different than everybody else's. And the whole reason for that is because of everything that I just explained to you. People don't realize that there's another way altogether that they've never even thought of before, called being. It's the entire way that you live your life is totally different than anything you've ever thought about before or talked about before. And all the other so-called teachers out there, God bless their hearts. I'm not here to say any bad things about other people. I think they're just trying to help, but people don't even realize that they're doing that because it's just what everybody's used to, right? Like your regular way of living your life is through the personality ego, the mind. People don't even realize that they're doing that because everybody does it. But this is what all the great spiritual masters have been trying to teach people for thousands of years. Live through your soul first, which is being. And that's what this journey is all about. You and your twin flame are the same soul, right? You got to do soul stuff. So go watch my free content. You can sign up for my coaching packages at my website. Link in the description box below. If you want to sign up, they're very affordable, guys. They don't cost that much money at all. I'm very, very affordable. It's like $50 or $50 or $60 if you sign up for a payment plan. They're not expensive, guys, and you get a lot of stuff. It's like 8.5 hour long video course. It's not available on YouTube. And then the best part is the coaching. And I really want to emphasize that. Once you get through the videos, the coaching is where it's at. When you actually get to talk to me on the group coaching calls, and there's 4 a week, guys. There's up to 4 calls a week, and it's so affordable. I don't charge that much money. I do not. I do not charge very much money at all. So check me out, guys. Check out my free content. Sign up for some coaching. I'd be happy to help you shut down the obsessive thinking, get your twin flame to unblock you, start talking to you again. No, I'm not kidding. I've got so many students where that has happened. Go read my testimonials. Watch my free content. I'm different. I'm different. I'm different. And it's obvious why I'm different, because I'm focused on actual true soul stuff, which is being. It's being, not doing. The mind is doing. The soul is being. And you and your twin flame are the same soul. Guess what you got to do? Not. It's not doing, it's being. All right, let's go on. What's going on with this Oracle deck today, huh? What's up, Miss Sexy Divine Oracle deck? Ooh, that didn't take very long. Holy shit. Whoa. Oh, I think it's that one. Hold on. Is it? Hold on. Is it that one? Or is it one of these? Yeah, it's that one, all right. Wow. That one really wants to come out. Holy moly. Wisdom. Very, very interesting. Wisdom. Metatron. Wisdom. We've got a nice diamond in the middle there. Shine bright like a diamond. And what a great way to finish this week off. I think there's going to be some big shifts, guys. Big, big shifts in the masculine, so-called masculine collective. We got the Strength card rounding out the middle of the week here. And this here Wisdom card. So, at some point this week, expect your twin flame to respond a little differently than normal, actually. They might actually do something a little more seemingly enlightened. They might look at themselves and say, what am I doing here? I'm wasting my time. Why do I insist on staying in this situation? Oh gosh, by the way, Divine Feminine, you're the one for me. You know, just something like that. They might actually think about what the fuck they're doing with their life for once. You know what I mean? That drama might actually occur to them. And it's just a bunch of drama. I mean, look at this. The 5 of Cups, the Page of Wands in reverse towards their karmic situation. They know it's time. And I mean, that's going to be very hard for them. So my heart goes out, and let's all be empathetic towards your twin flame. Let's not say mean things about them. You know, letting go of those old ways of being, those old systems, even if they're not good for you, that seems to be hard for some people. It can be very painful. And so I do see Divine Masculine in more mourning. I mean, this cycle came up last week, but this is a grieving process towards you. A lot different. We got the Lovers and the Queen of Cups. So this is Divine Masculine moving towards you, surrendering and not being afraid to show themselves emotionally to you. Expect some drunk texting. Expect some drunk texting. I love you. So that's a great way to finish out the week. Divine Masculine, making themselves very vulnerable to Divine Feminine, confessing their love. That's a beautiful thing. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please hit the like button and subscribe. And when you subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell notification icon so you get notifications whenever I post one of my videos. I will be back tomorrow for another awesome video. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.